There he goes.
Back he goes.
Man, what a blast. What a blast.
We'll do it all together with the practical sportsman.
You can hear the rippling of this little creek here in Eaton County. This is the middle of August. This is 1998. I've been turtle hunting with this guy, Nelson Hurst, I don't know how many years when we started this madness.
Last 6 years.
About 6 years or so. Going into the streams, you've seen the different features that we've done of going in these little creeks and reaching under the banks and trying to find the snapping turtles with our hands. Now this is a potentially dangerous thing. I got to admit, Nelson, in the 3 or 4 times that we've done this, the viewers have seen me in action, you know, with my hands under the bank.
Yeah.
And that's the only time I had my hands under the bank. If the camera wasn't rolling.
This is true. Usually you're either flicking stuff at the bulls or, you know, doing various things like
That's right. We had bulls out here before when we were here. Bulls, a bunch of cattle. Anyway, I have resolved that because this is a very popular feature and people say you're nuts to do this, it can't be that dangerous if you do it right.
If you do it right, it can't be.
Okay, now I want to see your hands though first, because you have been bitten twice.
Twice.
Please point out exactly where these bites were.
Well, from about here down to here.
Now hold it. Here down to here.
Yeah, just ripped the skin off and the fingernail.
And the fingernail, but it grew back.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm pleased to know that.
Well, it'll grow back on you. They tell me sometimes your fingers might grow back too.
Okay, good. So there was one. Where was the other one?
Here, same day, same turtle.
Oh, same day.
Same turtle.
Now, have you suffered any long-term harm from that?
Mm-mm.
And why was it that it got those fingers?
Because I stuck my hand in the wrong way.
Okay, what is the right way?
Like this, flat and together.
Flat and together. Now, when I've been practicing this, you don't want your fingers out or up, and especially your thumb you don't want open.
Because he'll bite here, or he'll get you between here, there, or there.
Or like you said, grab the finger, and then as you pull back,
it disappears.
Yeah, great. But if you keep it like this and they snap at you.
Normally what happens when they'll come up on here and they just might pinch you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a good chance it's not going to hurt you bad.
Right.
You'll know you've been bit, about like a bee sting.
Okay, or worse.
Or worse.
Now hold it. There's something though that where'd that shirt go? You want to toss me that shirt there, Sherry? Nelson said, "Are you bring a long sleeve shirt?" And I said, "Why? I mean, you put your hand under there. What's the problem?" And he said, "Because of the briars." Well, I find out it isn't just because of the briars, is it?
No, it's occasionally when you put your hands back in, if you reach far enough back in, you might have a turtle laying off to either side of you. He could be facing you, and if he grabs you, he grabs this shirt, and as soon as he feels something foreign in his mouth, he'll automatically open up. He won't clamp down. Most thing you get is maybe a little bit of a black and blue pinch, but it's better than having part of you missing.
So with my arm, and he feels that, he would like that.
Yeah, well, even if he grabs you through the shirt is what will protect you, because you'll feel that foreign thing in his mouth and he'll let go of you.
But I'm saying without the shirt.
Yeah, he'd like that.
He'd like that.
Yeah.
He might just hang on to that.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm putting the shirt on. The flannel shirt in the middle of August doesn't seem to be the most comfortable. We do have a turtle. We're going to show you the technique of reaching under the bank. You want to go ahead and take a turtle out of the bag. These are ones that Nelson has trapped recently. We'll carry an empty gunny sack to put the turtles in. There we go. There's the snapper. There's the business end, which I will not, well, if I can use a stick here. See if he'll grab the stick.
Hit him on the nose.
He doesn't want to play. Oh, yes he does. Now he grabs and he's holding like that, and you can see the beak there. That's the sharp part. That would not, if this was my finger, I would be very, very unhappy. You said that if it was a foreign object, they'd drop it.
Normally they do. He's probably got enough of a bite in there that...
Boy, he's
mad now.
He's mad. Okay, you don't want to go into the turtle from this end. And the turtles normally under the bank, this is what he told me, they normally don't face out, right?
Nope, they go in head first. A
Well,
turtle,
this one doesn't not want to let go of that.
a turtle cannot back up. It has to go and actually turn right around. They can't go backwards like you and I or a dog or an animal. Their legs aren't equipped to do that. They're so powerful that they'll dig their claws in and they'll just get great big cups underneath there when they come out. They'll push all that dirt right out of the way.
So they go into the bank head first. Look at this thing. Now this is not pleasing me. You know all this foreign object stuff?
Yeah.
I envision that if he grabs through the shirt, he's going to do the same thing.
Yeah.
He's not letting go, Nelson.
Trust me.
He's closing his eyes and bearing down.
Trust me, Fred.
Okay, well, we'll let him. So here's what we do. As we're feeling under the bank, you want to set him down on the ground and show you the object of this.
When you feel under the bank, first thing you're going to hit's the top of the shell. Now, if you came over too far, now watch that one.
Oh, okay.
If you come over too far, you go forward on it. As soon as you feel the smooth edge, you know that that's the head part.
Mm-hmm.
You bring your hand back, you know that the tail right here by the jagged edges.
Okay, you can see the jagged edges on the back of the shell right here. These jagged edges is what you feel for. But your hand is like that, right?
Yep. Actually, when you get in there and you hit him on the bottom, down there, what you're going to hit is right here.
Oh, yes.
You'll hit that soft spot right in there. 99% of the time you'll hit him right here. And you just got to feel for the
Tail.
for the leg. The tail, whichever way you want to pull him out. Tail's best.
Well,
And you
pull
want to
him back.
remember that all turtles in Michigan have to be 12 inches.
Mm-hmm.
I measured this one this morning and he is just 12 inches from front to back, and the other one in here is just over about 13.
Okay, so that's the minimum size for a
Yep.
snapping turtle to keep. Now, you said you pull them by the leg.
Yeah, you can. If this, sometimes you don't get the tail, or sometimes they'll have a tail that's missing, where they've been fighting with other turtles. Where there's a lot of turtles, they'll have toenails missing.
But these
One of
legs
these
are
has got-
powerful. And they have claws on them.
Yeah, but you can still get a hold of it to pull him out.
Now, I have, at one point, Nelson, I should tell you about this. I got very brave when a turtle was like this. It was up at Harry Reinfelder's place.
Mm-hmm.
And the turtle stuck his head out and I grabbed it by the neck. I felt pretty cool.
You can do that. Want to do it here?
Not with this one.
Why?
This one has a very bad attitude. But I'm ready to go. You know, the thing is, we can't keep talking about this because I've resolved I'm going to do it. I'm going to put my hands under the bank. I'm not going to wimp out. I'm going to be right beside you, working.
No. You be in front of me.
Oh, well, I don't care. Hey, I'm going to do it. So we're going to put these back in the bag. Head out on this little stream. Now, snapping turtles can live in all kinds of areas. Little ponds, little streams like this. You know, they don't need a big swampy area. But they're only going to be in certain places up under the banks. Right, Nelson?
Yep, most generally.
Okay. You
They'll
ready?
be under the banks. Every now and then you'll find one that's laying out in the open. Now, as low as the water is, because we've had a drought condition all summer, I've seen them think they're hid and they've got their head in a tire. The only thing is hid's their head. So,
Sort of like an ostrich.
yeah, as long as they can get their head and they think they're head, that's fine. Sometimes you'll see half a shell sticking out. It's hard to say.
Okay. I'm ready. Folks ready? Ready to go? I am. Hands like this, shirt on so it grabs the shirt and only hangs on for about 2 minutes. All right. As you watch this turtle hunting adventure, please keep in mind that neither Nelson Hurst nor I are attempting to make a fashion statement. We're just not frogging around either. We're seriously and carefully looking for river monsters that lurk under the banks of this small Michigan creek. Catching them with our bare hands is semi-dangerous work. Yeah, this doesn't look too bad. Undercut. Boy, this muck is really soft.
That's what they like.
How far up should I... Minnow, hit my leg. How far up should I go?
As long as you don't get your hand out of water, you're okay.
No, this isn't so bad as long as there's nothing here. In the muck. Oh, I see. I bet they can really stick their heads in this stuff.
Well, they like to burrow down in it.
In fact, Matt, I'll show you what I'm dealing with under here. This stuff. It's that muck, and I'm putting my hand through the muck like that, keeping my fingers together. But that's what they like to burrow into, I guess. Oh boy, this can be exciting when I feel that first leg. Oh. Okay, I'm doing it. I'm doing it, Nelson. Huh? Huh?
I gotta give you credit.
Give me some credit here. You already checked this? You checked this already? The other side of the big rock? Oh, there he is. Yeah. Oh. Where'd he go? That wasn't so tough.
Oh, look at the size of that bullfrog.
Holy cow.
Where?
Right there, see it?
It's huge.
Oh, yeah. Oh, don't, sure. I think I might be able to grab it. I've done this before at night, shining him at night. Oh, gee, I was just about ready to make my move. Oh, yep.
Fred, you grab the sack for a minute while I check this over here.
Okay. Yeah, don't even try that. I was ready for that.
Nice spot.
Yeah. I'll fish that all the way up. I'll find one. You don't see it? Look, right there. I will get it. Right there is a snapper with its head in the mud. This is wild. Oh, yes!
Come on, girls, he's got one.
You know what? I can't even feel in the muck.
That's because you got him by the head.
No, don't. No, I see the back of the shell right here. You see that shell? Look, his head is stuck in the mud. This is wild. No, but I'm not kidding. I can't feel that that's a turtle.
He's got his tail tucked up around his
No,
leg.
but I know. But the weird thing is I'm hitting his back, the back of him.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't feel like a turtle. It just feels like mud. Okay, I'm going to get this tail. Okay, he's coming out. This is his tail. Okay, here we go. Oh, lordy, lordy. Lordy, he's not happy. I hope I don't have the long-necked version of the snapping turtle. Wow, how about that? Hey, this was cool, Nelson. Of course, we could see him, which was easier. But you know, when I was putting my hand up in here, it just felt like mud.
After you catch enough of them, you can tell the difference.
Oh, I felt
you
mud
get in
clumps
it.
that feel just like this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Let's wash him off a little bit.
Woo! Oh, I got a little... Oh, this is cool. Well, that wasn't a full-fledged find, because we saw him. We might as well show how nasty he is if we can get a stick. Okay, let's see how he likes a little stick. Oh! Here, let me try a bigger stick. You got that bigger one there? Well, he isn't as aggressive with...
The bigger they get, the less aggressive they are.
Ooh, listen to that snap. And that beak right there is what clamps right down and pulls in. Is that what they do when they bite you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
They want to get you closer.
Well, he's doing a fine job here. And these claws, you know, I expected he'd be pushing with his claws when I reached up in there, and I just felt this soft stuff. And it doesn't feel like turtle. I gotta feel this, I gotta remember this, what this is like, because it just feels like mud clumps I felt before. And I was surprised that he didn't push with his feet, you know, as I was probing around and pulling his tail.
No, he already knew that it was, you were there, and one that size doesn't have any enemies except man.
Yeah.
So he wasn't too worried.
In the bag?
Give me this stick.
He didn't want to part with that stick. Nah, he's gonna go down with the stick. Okay, that's okay. Leave that stick in his mouth. Well, that was awesome.
Would one of you girls want to carry the sack?
Okay. Off to turtle hunting. Rarely do you find a snapping turtle in the open like we just did. Usually they're burrowed in the mud under a bank where it's dark and out of the way. Nelson and I check all of the likely looking hideaways under banks and tree roots and near deep holes, but we pass over the shallow rocky areas where the river monsters aren't likely to be found. Just walking through the slippery rocks can be dangerous if you don't watch your step.
This is weird, because you feel, you know, the bark of the tree. You think, ooh, it's a shell. How far dare I go? It's got to be bark.
Well, go to the side on each side.
Don't go to the side?
No, go to the side.
Go to the side. For a little ways. But not too far.
Come on, clear back in. Clear to your shoulder.
I'll probably get stuck. No. Nothing there.
Yeah, there's one in there, but I can't get at him.
How do you know?
I can just tell. Too far deep of a hole, get back in.
This is a deep one here. Too deep for me. Come here, come here. Come here.
Right down here at the end of my fingers is his tail. See the jagged edges?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Get the tail.
Oh, well, this isn't a bad one. Not a big one. Oh, there we go. Well, I'll be darned. I like to hunt them that way.
Put my hand right on the tail.
Did you? What did you do?
He was trying to get away.
I'll be darned.
Now see how much skinnier these stream turtles are? We'll go back and show the difference versus the pond turtles.
Skinnier?
Yeah, the pond turtles got a lot of, they really fattened up for the winter back in here.
Huh. Now, is this a 12?
Huh?
Is this a 12? He's not happy.
Oh yeah, he's 12 inches. He's probably 13.
He's not happy at all.
Let's see if there's any more back here.
Well, I was going to do that. You want me to hold it instead? I'll move it away?
Yeah, preferably, yeah. I put my hand right down on top.
I didn't think there would be, they like to be in that closer proximity to each other.
Oh yeah, sometimes, I remember my dad and I, years ago, you'd get 4 or 5, sometimes out of the same, you could feel more back in, but they get back in, you couldn't reach them.
Huh. Well, I'll be darned. This is pretty neat.
It isn't surprising that Nelson learned turtle hunting from his dad. That's the way many of us learned about the outdoors. Of course, very few of us had dads who taught us how to hunt snapping turtles with our bare hands.
Now that bag's going to get heavy.
And then I suppose you want me to carry it.
Well, I'll swap with you. Heck, I'm in this thing.
Well, I was in this thing all right, and as I found out a half hour later, I was in this thing up to my neck. Literally.
Whoa! How far's... We're swimming this?
Yes.
I'm holding the bag, man. Well, what the heck? Oh. Gotta swim, gotta swim. Boy, that's... If I didn't have my glasses on, I'd go down and see how deep it is. Okay.
Well, I know it's over 6 foot.
Yes, it is.
You coming, Matt? I gotta go around.
Well, Matt decided to avoid the swimming hole, but he went straight through everything else that day. At one point, though, he almost took a swim with our $25,000 video camera.
Okay. Thanks, Brent.
Matt saved the camera, and we spared the turtles. We turned the turtles loose in the creek, where they immediately started to fight. That's how snapping turtles lose tails, and it's also how turtle hunters can lose fingers if they're not careful. These snapping turtles are back in the wild, just in case you're feeling lucky and want to use your bare hands to catch a river monster.